Good morning everybody and welcome back to episode 140 of Enter Crypto, where twice a day I keep you informed and fully up to date on all things crypto. If that sounds like something you'd be interested in, then subscribe to my channel. I put out a new video every 12 hours. So the story of the morning is an article I have found in CoinDesk's business section. It's titled UK Bank Nationwide has restricted card payments to Binance. Nationwide said it has taken this decision due to media coverage and regulatory uncertainty. Just a quick point, Nationwide is not actually a bank, it is a building society, and so it's not quite correct, is that it does offer banking services, but the organisation itself is not a bank, it is a building society. There is a difference. It's I'm not sure if you have them in the US or Europe, but it's but we do have them in the UK, and basically the main difference is that or the only difference actually you could argue is that building societies like Nationwide are owned by their members. So they're owned by the actual people who use the services, so the mortgage, the lenders, the savers, the people who have the bank accounts. We even call it a bank account, even though it's a building society. We don't call it a building society account. Whereas an actual bank like Barclays or one of the big banks, Santander, people like that, they're actually owned, they float on the stock market and they're actually owned by shareholders. So they're not owned by its own members. So that's the difference. So it's just an important thing because I just didn't wanted to correct this article before we go any further. So let's jump straight in then, and we'll comment along the way. UK Bank Nationwide Building Society has restricted card payments made by users to cryptocurrency exchange Binance. They have actually put this building society there, but they're still calling it a bank, which it is not. Card payments to Binance are being declined by the UK bank until further notice, according to a page on its website, adding that customers can still withdraw funds on Binance through their Nationwide account. While the website didn't say when the policy was instigated, a tweet dating back from 2021 indicates the decision was made that July. Earlier in the same month, shortly after the UK's FCA warned that Binance was not allowed to conduct any regulated activity in the country, the lender said it was assessing its policies on crypto transactions. And here's a quick tweet from Nationwide. Our number one priority is and always will be keeping you and your money safe. This is why we have taken the decision to restrict card payments made to the cryptocurrency firm Binance. Nationwide said it took the decision due to media coverage and regulatory uncertainty. The bank is also concerned about the rising number of scams, according to a post on its Twitter page. Neither Nationwide nor Binance responded to CoinDesk's request for further comment. So a couple of things. The first thing is, obviously they keep calling it a bank. It's not a bank. The other thing is that they're stopping payments. They're basically stopping you from buying. Basically what they're doing is they're stopping you from buying crypto on Binance. So if you live in the UK and you're building society, or you have a bank account with Nationwide and you want to buy some Bitcoin on the Binance exchange, they will not allow that now. So the issue, so what they're not doing though is restricting payments coming out of Binance and into your Nationwide account. So it's only one way. So they're basically saying that we're not going to allow you to take money out of your Nationwide account and buy crypto, but what we will do is we'll allow you to sell the crypto and put money from Binance into your Nationwide account. So it's a little bit silly, isn't it? It's basically they're allowing money to come into them, but they're not allowing money to go out. So it's just, to me, this is just an excuse to for you to basically keep your money in their bank account, in their building society, and not really allow it or restrict it from leaving. It's a dirty trick, in my opinion, and banks and building societies really do not have long left, in my opinion. These kind of practices are not just bad in that sense. They're also basically telling you what you can do with your money. There is nothing wrong with Binance up to now. I mean, I know they're an exchange, I know they get a lot of heat, but they are actually up until now they've done nothing wrong. So they still offer services. I use Binance myself. I know a lot of people who use it. You know, it's a huge multi-billion-dollar global business, that up till now has had no problems. So why you would start doing this, I have no idea, other than the obvious, which is you just don't like money leaving the accounts, your customers' accounts, but you're willing to let it come in. So it means it's just a one-sided thing. And really all this does is just, you know, really hammers home the argument for crypto, and it's why we need to be our own bank, and we don't need these third parties anymore, because they're telling us what we can do with our money. You know, if I go to work and I have a nationwide account and I go to work, I put the money in my bank account, and now I want to spend that money on whatever I want, so long as it's not illegal, why can't I do that? I'm not allowed to do that now. Nationwide has said, no, you're not allowed to do. We've decided that you're not allowed to spend your money on this thing. It's not illegal. It's totally allowed. The government allows it to it, but we've just decided that our policy now, you're not doing that anymore. And that's really unfair. That's not in good faith. You know, you can't, you shouldn't be doing. I mean, they can do it. They're obviously doing it, so they can do it. But it's not right, and they shouldn't be able to do it. And to me, these kind of business models are, you know, for only so long left before they do that, because customers aren't going to stand for this. They want to do what they want with their money. Especially with crypto coming in, we've now got other options. We can just say, well, we're not using that bank or that building society. In fact, we don't even have to use the pound anymore. We don't even have to use that currency anymore. We've got our own currency. We've got a currency like Bitcoin that is really for people, for the individual, and not for the organisation or the institution. And the banks are going to be screwed, because if we stop using the banks, the government, they you know, if we have other options, they have for a long time had the monopoly, just like governments do over currency. They have also had a monopoly over what we do with our money. We have to keep it in a bank or a building society. We can't just keep, you know, thousands of pounds under your mattress, or you can't even get a wage or a salary from your employer without a bank account anymore. You need it because they request it from you when you start a new job. So that's how much ingrained banks are in our society, where you almost have to have one, otherwise you just don't get paid and you can't get a job, and because no one's going to give you cash in your hand anymore like they used to do. So another good excuse for us to move into crypto, and these kind of behaviour is really sealing their own fate, in my opinion. And that's what I've got for you this morning, guys. Thank you for listening and watching. Remember, everybody, to please subscribe to my channel, join my team, and I will keep you updated on all things crypto every 12 hours. Smash that like button if you feel you got value from this video, and I'll see you all in 12 hours time.